Hello Saxo friends, Kadrian here, the Sax Avid Coach, bringing you the best practice tips, tools and ideas to help you as a beginner saxophone player develop the practice habits and routines to master your saxophone faster. Now if it's your first time here, consider subscribing. Now today I'm going to show you how to practice to play your side C or your alternate C on the saxophone. Now you may ask the question, why should you learn to play your alternate C or side C on your horn? Well, it is a chromatic approach note. So whenever you're playing your chromatic scales, whether it is your C chromatic scale or your D chromatic, or you're just playing over the entire range of your horn chromatically, then you want to use your side C or your alternate C, because playing this B to C is very clunky, especially if you're playing a trill between your C and your B. It will be very clunky and it will sound like this. So to play your side C, all you do is hold down your B key at the front, and then you're using this middle side key right here. So you're using your first index finger on your B at the front, and then your first index finger on your right to hold down this middle side key right here. And that is how you would produce that alternate C or your side C. So if you want a smooth sounding trill, this is what it would sound like using your side C. So if you're playing your C chromatic scale or you're playing chromatically over the entire range of your horn, it's best to use the alternate C or your side C. Now, it's not wise to go from side C to D because the movement is not very clean. So it's best to use when you're going from B to C, or you're going from the side C up to your C sharp, then it's fine. But it's not very useful if you're trying to go from the side C up to the D. It's not a very fluid movement. The first way how you want to practice this alternate C in order to get fluid at it is just by playing the C, holding the C and going intervallically. So you can go from C to G and G to C. Okay, C to G or A, or you're going from B to C or C sharp to that C. The next approach to take in practicing to use your alternate C is to play your C major scale one octave. Okay, so any of the octave, you can play from low down or you can play from the middle upward. So you're just playing from C to C and downward. But when you reach, after you go to B, you're going to use your side C. After you would have played your C major scale and you would have practiced using your side C, playing the C major scale in 1 octave, you can take it up a notch by going chromatically. So you're going to play your C chromatic scale. So you're playing all the way from down your C sharp, your D, your E flat, your E, your F sharp, your G sharp, your A, your B flat, your B up to your C, and you play going down using 8th notes, 16th notes, whichever notes are most comfortable for you, and you rinse and repeat the process. The third exercise that I'll show you here is an exercise that allows you to leap intervallically. So instead of just going in a linear form, then you are able to go from your A up to your C and so on. And you're jumping in between the intervals, and that will help you to build up your fluidity as it relates to your technique over the horn. So this third exercise is more like a slow exercise that you can practice in a swing style or whatever style you want to practice it in, but it gives you the opportunity to practice your intervals, to jump to that C and to other notes on your horn, so that you are not just fluid going from the B to the C, but going to the other notes. So you want to take any one of these approaches, any one of these exercises, and you spend some time each day or for how long it will take you to get it, because eventually when you are playing your chromatic scales, it will be very useful, and especially when you're playing licks and different phrases and patterns that uses a chromatic approach. So take any one of these exercises and go practice on your horn, and as always, push play until something happens. Peace.